What up guys, my name is Kong and today I'm going to be talking about the yin and yang master, the dream of eternity. It's kind of long, that's why I have to look at it. The yin and yang master, dream of eternity. So this is a movie produced by Netflix. It is a Chinese movie based about Chinese in ancient, I would say in, I don't know what dynasty was in. All I know is it's ancient, it's fantasy. So I love the Chinese lore and I love the Chinese fantasy, the fighting and the costume, the clothes that they wear in that era. It's very fascinating. I love history stuff. But anyway, let's talk about the pros. The pro is that the movie overall is okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not great. It's not bad. It's okay. I guess that's sort of a good thing, maybe. But let's get to the nitty gritty. I like what I like a lot about this movie is the scores. The music score in this movie is very pronounced. It means that you hear it. You can tell in the violin, a lot of it is violin, and it's very at the appropriate time, the appropriate scene, and then also to enhance the appropriate moment or the appropriate thread. I like that. Whoever is hired for the score, you did a wonderful job of matching the scene with the score, and kudos. And that really, a lot of that really helped elevate and keep the movie where it should be. What else did I like? I like the power. It sort of remind me of Doctor Strange, the portals. But I think this is a slightly better portal than Doctor Strange because you can actually see the star forming and rotating. I like that a lot. What else? There's a lot of scene in the movie that I really like. It's very touching, really touching. It's really heartbreaking. It's very heart to heart, and I like that a lot. There's certain scenes, certain transition was well done, and it's good, and I like that a lot. Especially the scene where they look at the picture and then into the picture. They are in. I interpreted that they are in the picture. They're not outside the picture or another place. They are in the picture. I like that a lot. I love that scene. It's probably my favorite sequence of the whole movies. What else? The CGI of the snake was really well done. It's almost a Hollywood quality. You can tell the scales and the fang and everything look real, real scale. You could tell they actually model after a real snake, and I like that a lot. What else did I like? I like the conclusion, the conclusion of everything sort of come together. Her love for the guy who had passed away, and that sort of stuff. His spirit demon, his spirit servant. So, and to look like him because he can't be there because it's that whole city is meant to keep her inside because she embodies, or she have the spirit of the snake. So that is it. What I like about this movie. What I don't like about this movie is that you could tell that this movie is trying really hard to be all of that, gray, wow, it's like, come on, get down to dirt, get down on ground. I mean, be grounded. Yes, you can have the fantastical, but save that for a particular sequence or a fighting sequence, that sort of thing. The script here is not that good. It's kind of really staccato, very blocky. I don't know if that's probably the way the Chinese, the ancient Chinese, when when they speak, it need to be a little bit more fluid, a little bit more, need to have more tones behind the speaking language. What else did I not like? The girl, she got killed really quick. I found her more interesting than the other two. I mean, she was interesting too, because I would like to get to know a little bit more about her background, you know. But she got killed off the bat. What else? What else did I not like? Oh, the Sanhu, if I even say his name right. The high priest of this for the city. He looked a lot like the main characters. At point I couldn't even tell who was who. So that was like, can't I just pick another guy? I understand that she, the woman, the empress, wanted him to look like her lovers, but maybe just kind of differentiate his hair, maybe make him white or something. That would have been, therefore we could distinguish the two men, because they almost look alike in my eyes. So it's like, it was confusing at one time. So I just wanted to point it out to you, the audience, and to other people who plan to watch this movie. So it was like, I think I was confused. I was like, who was who? But once I caught up, I was like, oh, okay. But that really disconnected me from the movies. Was the fight in the sky. It's just, they did their best to execute the fight. You know, when the guy is on the snake, he goes under, he pop out the other side of the snake, and he punches the guy. Yes, that's great in concept, but it's not great on visual. What I mean by visual is that it's disorientating. It's not as epic. Even though you think it would be epic than him popping out everywhere on the snake, yes, in concept it is wow. It seemed like a great idea, but it is not. It's almost as better if they just fight 1-to-1, you know, on the ground or in the sky, or just hop skipping among on the rooftop of building. That would have been more majestic, more of the Chinese fantasies. That would have been more interesting. And then maybe later get the snake to crash through the walls and stuff like that. That would have been fine. But the fight scene in this movie is not as great. It's not as majestic. It's not as captivating. Not just mesmerizing. Not as iconic. Not as memorable at all. It's just throwaway fight. They don't really do much. The servant. I don't understand the servant part. Maybe it had to do that he is the priest and he could command a servant. There is one thing where here, our main character, his Boya, he has sacrificed his life energy to bring as you can say, the bird or the crows or the bird statue. And then he comes out as his servant. And then when he dies, right, and he come back to life, I sort of don't understand that whole transformation. You think that I thought that, okay, he gave up his life, that means he had died. Become the main character's servant. But then yet he comes back to life. So I just didn't really understand the whole, I serve you, then I come back to who I am. I just didn't really understand that. It would have been better if he died. Then the sacrifice would have been much more impactful, much more memorable. You know, a sacrifice is a sacrifice. It's to give up oneself for another. But here it doesn't do that. It give up, then it comes back. It just didn't really make sense. It doesn't make sense. To me, at least, it doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? If he's gonna do it, then he's gonna do it. Let him die. Therefore, his sacrifice means something to the character and to us, the audience. But it doesn't do that. So, alright guys, what was the rating I give this movie, guys? I give it a 4 out of 10. Well, no, I want to give it a 5 out of 10. It's not bad, it's not good. There are far better movies out there, especially in the fantasy Chinese movies. There are way better movies. It's not to this level of, CGI, but there's such as Hero, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, 12 Monkeys, and there are other great movies that had great action, great stories, and great moments. So it's kind of overshadowed by other movies that have done better in the past. So a 5 out of 10. I say watch it if you want to. Don't watch it if you don't have to. But if you're a big Chinese movie, you love Chinese movie, a fantasy movie, then you should probably give this movie a go. It is 2 hours long. That's one thing about this movie. It is 2 hours long. It does seem to drag on. So anyway, guys, please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and browse to my YouTube channel. I have a lot of content for you guys to check out. Please do so. Thank you, and take care, guys. Bye-bye.